So let's start from Switzerland versus Italy. They played the first game at 4 p.m. Tough match,
So,
or what do you think?
so as I was saying, with Euros, this is going to be a very tough game, Della. Because when you realize how with Italy coming into this game, they didn't get it easy. They qualified on the skin of their teeth, by the skin of their teeth from Croatia. By a last-minute goal from Lazio, Dakani of Lazio. So you realize how competitive Euros can be. And with Switzerland, they qualified on their first two games. And they are not a bad side at all round excellent side with a lot of players, with Shaqiri being on form. But then I see a slim win for Italy. Italy are going to go through this with a slim win. Because you realize that no team gets it easy in Euros. That's how the Euro tournament is. I remember how 2016 when Portugal went through two slim wins and all the games they played, they had lesser possessions and they didn't even play a lot of shots on target. So you realize it just goes down when you matter. It's not possession. You understand? So Italy should just be great on the ninth and just win the game to 90 minutes. But I see it going to extra time and Italy will get this.
Wow.
Italy will go to.
Because others also believe that Switzerland, if you look at both teams and their group stage performance, Switzerland had it a bit smoother compared to it. Or you see Italy had more competitive opponents.
Oh, well, it's football, and at the end of the day, one person should win. That's how it's a competition. You understand? So even though Switzerland, people might have the thought that Switzerland are better off, I see Italy going through this very because there's much the Switzerland are the underdogs in this game. You realize, and you cannot underrate anyone though, but then I see them going through.
I believe had this enough quality to be able to. Italy has enough quality. If their players shows up and play high level football, they can go about.
Exactly. That's what they are not so clinical as the 2020 team, but then they still have quality.
And I think and I also believe that performance they showed against Croatia. If it was Switzerland on the other end, Croatia would have gone.
It was fantastic. Exactly. It was fantastic. Just on the last kick of the game, I think it was just 8 seconds left.
Yeah.
There was no time to even restart the game. Just after the goal, the referee just whistled. So you can see how they escaped by the skin of their teeth.
Let's go to the next game. Germany versus Denmark. Germany, vintage host nation as usual, plays against Denmark. Side that have always looked like they can do something.
So with this German side, the momentum behind them, being the host nation, there will surely be momentum behind you. Then you realize that coming on the back of a very poor form from Hansi Flick.
Yeah.
A very, very poor coach. He was an excellent manager, but it just didn't go on well for him. So coming on the back of that, you realize that Germany has, because before the game, before the tournament, they played some friendly games where they lost to Ukraine, they lost to Japan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nagelsmann coming in has brought a lot of momentum. When you are playing a tournament and the host nation, there's so much support and momentum. And when you look at how they're hungry, the way they play, the momentum with which they play, when they lose the ball, the way they are hungry for the ball, and they are just so fantastic. And then when they attack you and watching the Germany versus Scotland game, you can see that they had a winning mentality from the beginning. Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
Exactly. They are so fantastic. But then again, I said something that it's a tournament. So it gets to a point, it gets tough. You understand? As the going goes, it gets tougher. So you'll get to a point that your opponent will also match your experience. Let me see.
Yeah.
That your quality. Exactly. Thank you for that. So with this game, the only knockout stage game I don't see going to like a golden goal. Should I say golden goal? The olden days was golden goal, right? The only knockout game I don't see going to after 90 minutes, right? Yeah. It's England versus Slovenia. England versus Slovakia. Exactly. Aside that, I see all these games very, very competitive. And if one person is going to go through, it's going to be a slim one. You understand? When you look at Jamal Musiala, how fantastic he has been during this tournament, and Nicolas Fufu, he got me fit to start this match, and it's going to be excellent for Germany. So I personally want Germany to go through. So it will surprise me if they go out to go, because it has happened in the AFCON before. I think 4 years ago, where Egypt hosted it, and then they went home at the round of 16 stage after winning 3 games. You remember?
Yeah.
From a goal from South Africa, Timo Kotiloch. Exactly. So you realize that it's football, anything can happen. So it's just the mentality you should attack with a very good mentality and no complacency.